welcome to Monday Madness right here on Live Out Loud Podcast.
We're on?
We're on.
Oh, okay. You're Scott.
I'm Scott. He's Gary.
Cheers.
And we've got Smurf over there in the corner doing her thing.
I forgot to turn my camera on.
You've got no camera. This is a good day.
Great
Smurf
Monday.
has no camera.
Okay, you guys can bite me.
But you should see her. She's about 4 inches taller. She has green hair.
Blonde.
Now. Greenish blonde.
All right, we're gonna have to start the show over. I got schmutz on my coffee cup, and I'm not sure what it is.
Schmutz. That's a Jewish word, folks.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Schmutz.
I thought I made that up.
No. Yeah, you
God.
made it up.
Just take a culture.
I made up the word schmutz.
Take a culture.
This is all right. Hey, it's a Monday morning right here at Monday morning.
Can you
Monday
play a little bit of the music?
Do you want to play a little bit?
Yeah. That's so people know that it's us. Hey, that's right. The WLOL podcast right here. We're going to do a theme song for LOL right now. And the camera is now hooked up.
Wayne's World. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
You know what? We're done with
All
this.
right, we're done.
My phone isn't coming on. I can't watch party.
We are still looking for.
I thought you stopped the music.
It's there. Stop it. We're looking for words to our theme song. There, the theme song so nicely written by Gary.
Me.
One day I just walked in and said, Gary, write a song. He wrote a song, and just put your heart and soul into it. And
I
you did
put my heart and soul into
good.
it. So I'm glad you played it. Thank you.
But it's Monday. Monday. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. We played up in Tradition, Florida.
Is that a place?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
that's
is.
right. We talked about this last
That's
week.
right. It's of course it's not in, of course, Pennsylvania, but it is Tradition.
Now, are there certain traditions that go on in Tradition?
Yeah, hopefully they'll
would
have
have
the
to be.
long run playing there every year.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it was a long run you were with. Okay.
Yeah, we'd like to look for, like a monthly tradition, but...
I love the long run. Not a fan of the Eagles music, but I love the long run. So.
Oh, we had the horns and everything. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that...
The long run was horny this time?
We were horny 3 times over.
Ooh.
Do you know that before I got into the long run Eagles tribute band, I never had an Eagles album?
Really?
Didn't really,
I figured you were born singing Hotel California.
It seems like it. It seems like it. Oy. Oy. He said, oy.
See, you think that tear that forms in the corner of Gary's eye when he sings Hotel California is because it's an emotional thing for him.
It is.
It's actually because he just can't believe he's singing it again.
Again.
And again. It's just one of those things. It's
But
like,
they love it. They love it.
Yeah, well, hey, it could be worse. It could be Freebird.
There you go. I will think about that when I'm singing Hotel California. I could be doing Freebird.
All right. All right. Well, what is today's show called?
Monday Madness.
What the hell was
Monday
that?
Madness. Oh,
Your mic is like off kilter, so for the first time, I've really had to crank you.
Is off kilter.
There you go.
Kilter. I like that word, kilter.
Okay.
It's got something to do with a Scottish man's skirt.
It's
A kilter.
Hi, D. D is.
All right. What was the name of the show?
Us in Indiana.
Monday Madness, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Monday Madness. It's because you have to be mad to get out of the bed in the morning and come to work on a Monday. I am certainly regretting that decision today.
Well, I didn't have to come in until 12.
That's right.
Okay.
And I will not say anything.
And once again,
Mike.
who do you think? It's Gary.
Mike.
It's
Phone.
Gary.
It was me. Yes, it was me.
Gary, he looks like technologically wise, technologically wise.
This is it.
You know what you're doing over there with 2 different implements in front of you.
I am watching people. I'm watching people who are sending us in. Are coming in and waving to him, like Kenneth and Tammy. Tammy's on. Hi, Tammy.
I can't. My mic is
happening
broken.
with you?
It's broken. How do I tighten this
Hold
part?
on.
How do I
got
tighten
you.
this part?
No. Okay, relax. Here I come.
Monday, well, that's just like
I'm playing
being
with
in
the mic.
Star Wars.
Jesus.
How do you tighten this?
I think this got all dubbed.
Oh, that's better. I'm
Yeah.
good. Leave it.
Okay.
All right. She had to unfurl the thingy. Now I'm better. Now
Well, I'll
I'm
say
feeling
hello to
good.
people while you're doing this. Hello, Mitchell.
Hello, Mitchell.
Bob and Aaron.
Hello.
Hello,
Okay.
Clint.
Guess what I did this weekend?
Tammy said hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. That's from Tammy.
Hi. Guess what I did this weekend?
What did you do this week? Oh, wait. Should I guess?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You drove a bus.
I did not drive a bus.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. You investigated a hangnail.
I had a hangnail, but no investigation was required, so no.
Okay. I ran out. I got nothing. I know you didn't go to Tradition to see the long run.
I didn't. I wanted to, but I couldn't find it, and I didn't look for it. I went to the movies. I was one of the 12 billion people on the planet who all decided to go see Avengers Endgame this weekend.
That's right. You did. And the game? What is the game?
What the hell are you talking about, the game?
You said the Avengers?
Endgame.
Oh.
Oh, Endgame. Oh, okay. Endgame. I thought you said end the game. You know?
What the hell?
Well, it's just a matter of getting the words past your beard.
Endgame, yeah.
Past your beard.
Fear the beard, people.
Fear the beard. Here's his beard. Ain't it weird? Don't be scared. It's just a beard.
Right.
All right. Let's put
That was
your hands up.
the extent of my rapping.
I'm doing this show with Dr. Seuss's special nephew.
So
I'm sorry. I'm not saying Gary's special, but
my Uncle Seuss was a goose.
there are lick marks on his window of his car, so I'm wondering. Is that wrong?
You went to see a movie.
I went to see a movie. I went to see Avengers Endgame. The movie made $1.2 billion in its first weekend worldwide.
Wow.
$1.2 billion. Now they spent $340 million to make the film, I believe is what they said, 300 something million. And I'm thinking, God, that's a lot of money. Well, they've already more than tripled their money. Ridiculous in the first weekend. But great film. Spoiler alert, the Avengers are in it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Spoiler alert.
I don't want to tell anybody. You ever been with somebody who tells you the end of a movie or something about a movie,
Titanic.
and you beg them? No, somebody told
That's
me
right.
about that.
That's right.
I was standing in line to see Titanic, and somebody came out and said, the ship sinks. And I'm like, screw it. I didn't even go. I didn't even go.
You didn't miss
Saved
anything.
you
As far as I'm
3
concerned,
hours.
you didn't miss anything.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Save 3 hours.
I did. There was enough room for Leonardo to get up on that piece of wood. She didn't let him up there. She made him lay in the water and freeze.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
She did.
Is that like the equivalent of having to sleep on the bed or on the couch?
On the couch? No. Sleeping on the couch, by the way, have you ever had to sleep on the couch, Gary?
Yes.
Because you've been in trouble and she put you on the couch kind of thing?
No, because she was on the bed and I went on the couch.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Let me tell you something. Women,
It was a choice.
if you think kicking us out onto the couch is like a punishment, I hate to spoil it. For us, it's like camping. We're happy. Yeah, kick me out on the couch. You get the bigger TV.
Yeah,
You got access to the kitchen. You could, it's not a punishment.
You know something? I have to correct myself. Nowadays, when Tammy goes down to her mom's, then I can't sleep in the bed.
But that.
Then I go out on the couch because I
get what you're
Because you miss her so terribly?
yeah, I do, and I am not ashamed to say it on the air.
I'm touched. I actually threw up in my mouth a little. This was a moment for you.
Yeah.
This is a break. Welcome to the feminine side.
Thanks so much. Listen,
Oh no! Now he's.
let's go on. Let's go on. Thanks for coming to LOL, and we can see you.
Oh,
we
that's
can
so wrong.
see you.
That's so wrong. No, but seriously, getting
Pedro.
back to I don't know how we got off on this tangent, but getting back to the movie thing. Have you ever been with somebody who saw something And then they're like, well, let me tell you this part. And you're like, don't tell me anything. No, but this won't spoil anything. And then they tell you how everybody dies at the end. But no, but it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Don't tell me anything. I have avoided people. The worst thing is if like you want to see a movie really bad and, you can't see it for like 2 weeks. So for like 2 weeks, you don't talk to anybody. You're afraid to look on social media. I can't go on Facebook just in case.
Yeah,
or something.
It's like the Queen movie. Somebody will come up to you, see the Queen movie? No, blah, 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 blah. Because if they start talking about it, you're going to hear,
But the Queen movie's different. It's a historical. It's about his life.
It's about his life, but you don't know what's
They tell you he gets AIDS at the end.
They tell you that, but they don't tell you that he was he was into drugs for a while.
See, now you're spoiling it.
Now, I didn't know
You're
that.
telling people right now you're breaking your own rule.
That's right, I am. That's right, I am.
You evil bastard. You just ruined it.
Well, I'm never seaing it.
If you have
Also,
Bastard! There you go, Tammy.
Yeah, and what is there's got to be some sort of legal time limit where after the movie's released, obviously the first weekend you're not allowed to speak about it. But at what point can you talk about it in public and say, "Oh, that part was so good"? Because
DVD release.
I can tell. No,
that's too long.
No, Amazon DVD release. You have to politely ask.
That's too long.
You have to politely ask. You
No,
have to be like, "Hi, have you seen this movie?" Yes. Can we discuss it?
when it's
Thank you.
advertised on AMC.
No.
That's when you can talk about it. Okay?
17 years later.
17 years later, it's on AMC. Then you could, because they're talking about it before the movie goes on. So
No, when is it
that's when you can do
appropriate? I mean, what if you went to go see Endgame? And there's a lot of spoilers in there. There's a lot of things I could tell you now that would just really make people mad. I'd love to do it. God, I want to do it so bad. But,
no.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to cover your ears. If you haven't seen it yet, things are going to happen.
Things
That's
are
it.
going
Never
to
seen it.
happen.
Things, real
Never
things
seen
are
it.
going to happen.
Ooh, real things.
Real
So
things.
it's a true story.
It's a true story about a fictional idea.
Okay. Stan, do
It's
you hear
about
that?
Stanley's
you hear that,
life.
Stan?
It was Stanley's last appearance in a film, though. Mm-hmm. That we could say because Stanley.
Was
Yeah.
he in it good?
Yeah,
I
he
would
got
see
his
it
appearance
just for
in.
that.
It wasn't one of his better appearances. It was kind of okay, but he was in it, and so it's good he got to see it. And it is billed as the last Avengers movie, but
I think
of course,
I think
you don't
there's
know if it's
already-
actually going to be one.
I think there's another phase.
Yeah, there
I
might.
think there's 3 phases currently in the Marvel universe of movies.
Yeah, you could
But
play off
I
of
think
it though.
there's going to be another phase from what I've been seeing on Reddit.
Yeah,
Well, listen, I got a question for you.
please.
All of the Avenger movies. Now, this is important. Did you stay until the very, very end after the credits?
Yes,
You did? Okay. Did they
have to.
Okay, you have to. You have to. You have to stay till the
rule of
very
law.
end.
Now
of the
they've already
credits.
reported this. They've already reported this. That the end of this one, there is no teaser at the end.
Oh, so
It's
you
already
stayed
been on
to
the
the
paper.
end?
It's already been on the paper. But somebody told me you still have to stick around to the end. So my stepdaughter and I sat there and we watched until the very end.
What
And
happened,
first of all, I want you to do something. I want you to go see Casablanca, which is arguably one of the greatest films ever made. Why are you guys laughing?
Which is
Gary's just
AMC.
like-
Stop trying to drink coffee through your nose.
Can't help it sometimes.
Dude.
Okay, so let's go to AMC and like Casablanca, one of the greatest films ever.
Right.
The end credits have 3 lines.
Yeah, right.
It says the end, Warner Brothers,
Get
and
the
then
F
some
out.
sort of like, little copyright thing.
Right.
And that's it. The end, I stayed through the credits just in case, because even though I was told and I read that there is no teaser at the end of this, it's the first time in many, many movies that they've done this, I still wasn't sure. And somebody said, you got to watch. So I stayed and I watched the credits. It was the longest 15 minutes of my life. 15 minutes of credit. I kid you not. And
I'd play Candy Crush.
just as it gets through and it looks like it gets to the end, then it goes, and the second unit. And then you read all those. Then the New York crew. And then you got to read, you got Nunzio and Vinny and all these other people. And then the Japanese crew. And you
Oh my
got
God.
names that I don't know.
Ay.
Yeah, the Jewish crew was in there, you know?
Yeah, right.
Because they had bagels.
Well, we
They had
usually
bagels.
watch it and we go, wow, hey, this is a Jimmy Vega. He was the gaffer. As soon as I watched this movie, I said, this is a Jimmy Vega gaffy. That looks like Jimmy Vega gaffing.
What is a gaffer?
I don't know. I think he just
They
does
hold
stuff.
cables, and they also
wait.
tape cables down.
I forgot. She went to school for mediology. So
Yeah, that's right. She
A
knows.
gaffer carries around a giant black roll of the best tape in the world. And they also
Wait.
they do gripping and stuff like that, which
So-
means they carry cables around for camera people that are running around.
So essentially, you get your name at the end of a film if you know how to carry a roll of duct tape. I mean, that's essential. I know it's gaffing tape and it's a little different, but essentially it's duct tape. So
Duct tape is important.
In that case, I've
duct
got
tape can do anything.
I
It
got-
can fix a tooth.
Yeah, there we go.
I love gaff tape.
So essentially, my grandfather should have his name at the end of films. He actually built an entire Lazy Boy chair out of duct tape. There was no
Then
leather left on this damn
He
thing.
should be in the documentary of duct tape.
Yes.
Hey, can I mention something real quick? I'm sorry, I mean to interrupt, but we got Tommy Braga is watching us, and he is an incredible singer, and he performed in Pompano at the Pompano Seafood Fest. He does a Aerosmith tribute. And we're getting all these comments, so I wanted to just throw out a shout out to Tommy. Tommy, well done yesterday. Well done indeed.
He's Aerosmith, really?
Aerosmith.
Does he
Jaded.
sound like Tyler?
He sounds like him. He gets himself to look like him. He moves like him. He's really good.
He gets himself to look like him?
Yeah. Well,
How do you put
God.
that kind of ugly on purpose?
you run into a wall.
A lot.
I mean, I love his clothes. Steven Tyler's clothes. I mean, but
No, he look. As a matter
Hey.
of fact, last night he did the Pompano Seafood Fest, and he wore a Pompano Beach T-shirt with a Steven Tyler thing around. It was good. It was really good. But that was my shout out. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, no.
Gaffers. We're talking about gaffers.
Steven Tyler's just got
No,
a
let's
look.
get off
It's
of
not. He's not ugly, but it's yeah.
It's an interesting look.
I mean, I think pretty much he's got a T-shirt that says, "At least I don't look like Mick Jagger." I mean, that's pretty much his only.
Well, he does a little bit.
There's a
you
little
know?
bit of that,
He's
but
got
that's bad.
Probably from the nose down.
All right. So I watched these credits. Now we get back on track. I watched all these credits and nothing. Zippo. And then I've got all these things going by. And you find yourself sitting there trying to read it. And it's going by and it got a bazillion names. And
Are you the only one in here?
You got the gaffer. When it got to the end, we looked around. There was like 3 other people in the whole theater. And it was packed. So we were the only ones who stayed to the very end. And then the screen went black. And we still sat there for like a minute just to be sure.
When
and we're like,
you wish upon a star.
and I'm like, soda's gone, popcorn's gone, screen is black.
There's a guy waiting at the bottom of the steps waiting. I'd like to clean up
Yes,
now.
he wants to clean up. I went to Sawgrass Mills theaters, in Sawgrass.
What are the chairs like?
It's Sawgrass. They were not the comfy ones.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to going to the other theater, but we couldn't get seats because it's such a busy weekend. So we went to this one, and I will never again go to the movies without the recliners. I love the recliners, right? The powered
Yep.
recliners, and tell me you don't play with those like I feel like I'm Top Gun. I feel the need for speed, and I'm playing with these things, and I have a good time with them and stuff. But no, I'm elbow to elbow with the guy next to me, and I'm putting my soda over there, and he's laughing, and all of his laugh sneezes getting on my soda, and it's just
Oh, was it a funny
not
movie?
cool. I had to keep like the popcorn like really close into me, and I just had no room to spread out. I had a wedgie for the last 2 hours of that film, and I could not move to get it out.
Oh my, ew.
You can't do that in front of a full theater.
No,
You
but
stand up and pull that crack out.
yeah, but if you're in if you're in one of the recliners, you can lay it all the way back to get the full stretch, then bring it forward, and then you get the wedgie out. That's the recliner method.
Well, there's also the men's room.
I can't leave the theater.
Yeah, you just might. Now, this guy was laughing next to you. Is this movie a comedy?
There was funny moments, a lot of funny moments.
Oh, okay.
I can't give it away. I want to tell you so much about it, but we got to wait the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, was it in color?
It wasn't.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's all you need to give away. The movie is in color.
There were heroes. Who's your favorite hero growing up? By the way?
Superman.
Really?
Superman is my hero.
But
Superman.
compared to all the other heroes now, he's kind of blah.
You know who was really my big time hero was Captain Kirk. Who was yours?
Wow. My hero, Captain America. Always has been.
Oh, well, we had captains, at least.
Yeah.
You know, Captain America.
Well, first it was Captain Kangaroo, and then it became Captain America. Him and Mr. Moose, I mean, come on.
Mr. Moose, man, let me tell you.
The ping pong balls. What the hell were all the balls about? Not that the guy wasn't strange enough, but then you look and there's balls all over him. I'm just saying. It's the ping pong balls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think back.
And then Mr. Green Jeans looks like he just got out of a prison program or something.
Mr.
You know, he's coming over to do some yard work.
Yeah, right.
Something wasn't right with him either.
Mr. Green Jeans always seemed like he just got a divorce.
Yeah. You never met Mrs. Green Jeans or Mrs. Kangaroo.
Mrs. Kangaroo.
Something was going on.
He kept her in his pouch.
They were messing. My name is Kangaroo, and I like to play with moose. I mean, that was a weird show.
That was a weird show, but it was on for years and years.
Any show that makes Mr. Rogers look butch, something's wrong with that.
That's right. Well, any show will make Mr. Rogers. Oh no. No, that was
no.
I got that.
That was
wrong.
going the wrong way.
That was backwards.
That was going the wrong way.
Yeah, the only thing that makes Mr. Rogers look butch is Housewives of Beverly. No, as a matter of fact, they can kick his ass too. Never mind. Let's move on.
Did you ever dress up like a hero and run around and do the whole thing where you wear a cape and stuff?
I was Superman for I think about 6 years on Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
He just spent 6 years.
Thank God you
in
said
the
Halloween.
costume.
You just said I was Superman for about 6 years, and I'm like, okay. Then you're like, on Halloween, so you added that thank you because
Good.
because was that during the time when you were locked up?
Oh no, I felt the wheels turning.
Yeah.
Going, okay, I'm going to give it to him. On Halloween.
It was nice, padded walls, wrote home with non-toxic Crayola crayons. You know what I'm saying? It was
Superman kept scratching his back because that's the only place he could scratch.
It was.
When you're wearing a straight jacket, right?
Straight jacket.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
I'm sorry, psycho joke.
Thank you.
Psycho.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do they?
What?
Yeah, they have the hugging style. I thought it was like this.
Anybody who's ever been if you're in a straight jacket right now, please text us.
Please
Well, I
let
don't know
us
how
know.
you would do that with your nose.
Nose texting.
Nose texting.
Well, Houdini would dislocate his shoulder.
Oh,
Donna said she loved Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse was great.
that's not a real hero.
Oh, he had a theme song.
Mighty Mouse. is on the way.
save the day.
Since Captain America was your hero, do you remember his theme song?
He didn't have one.
Yes, he did. When Captain America throws his mighty shield, something about his enemies, some will
Yield.
right? That was it. But it was his theme song. When Captain America throws, hey, Gary Custer joined us. Hey, Captain America throws. But Mighty Mouse was a great hero.
I feel like the straight jacket's still on him somehow.
Can I have two heroes?
No, you can't even have one.
Okay.
Hey,
All right, go ahead. What's your hero? I got to know what Smurf's hero is. Let me guess. Papa Smurf.
who?
Batman?
Batman.
Which Batman?
Oh, geez.
You're probably the
Yeah.
Michael.
No, Frank Miller.
No.
Frank Miller.
No, which TV movie Batman?
Oh, none of them.
None of
Really?
them. Wow,
I
you didn't like
I
any
liked
of them.
a little bit of
You got to like Christian Bale.
I liked Christian Bale, but I liked growing up. I watched the Tim Burton ones a lot.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
was great.
No, his mask never fit. but
Wait. George Clooney with the famous nipple suit. Oh. Yes, because every once in a while, Batman's got to stop and milk himself.
Batman lactates.
What were they thinking? Perfect suit. Add nipples.
Right.
yeah,
It's the same people who put on the halftime show at the Super Bowl with Janet Jackson there. We need
Yeah,
nipples.
right, we need nipple.
you know,
The George Clooney. I fell asleep during that one.
He made a good Bruce Wayne. Just a lousy Batman.
Yes, he did.
He made a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Keaton was great.
supervillains. Who's everybody's favorite supervillain?
You're not supposed to have a favorite. You're supposed to hate them.
You can hate them, but if you had to like watch them in a movie with your superhero,
I'm
Wow,
sorry.
that's a rough one.
Nobody will ever top Heath Ledger as a Joker.
No.
Yeah,
You know
well,
something? Jack Nicholson was a
yeah,
different kind of Joker, and
they're
he was
pretty
really
cool.
good
Yeah,
too.
he was
You
more.
liked him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
He was a wise ass.
He was a different age of Joker.
Yeah.
Because
Geriatric Joker.
No, in comic history, there's like Golden Age, Silver Age, whatever age is Dark Age. You know, there's a bunch of like different eras, right?
Yeah.
So that Joker, the Nicholson Joker, reminded me of early day Joker, not Killing Joke Joker, because that's more Heath Ledger, but there was one where the very first time you saw Joker, that's the Joker, the Golden Age.
We have just geeked out to the max.
To the max.
I'm not even.
He's
the
not even
max.
following. I'm so sorry.
I glazed over after the first line. I mean, I just had no idea.
There's different interpretations over the decades.
I get it.
you know,
Please.
the
Oh my
Joker-
God! Don't repeat it. Don't repeat it.
The Joker
Golden
in the
era.
comic books was ruthless, and Keith Ledger was ruthless.
Keith.
I mean, Heath.
Keith,
Wait,
his brother.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I missed your...
In the comic books, the
Yes.
Joker was ruthless. I mean, ruthless and...
In Frank Miller's, yeah.
he was bad.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger was like that. John, Mighty Mouse did not have a ring with drugs in it. It was Underdog that did. Okay.
With drugs in it?
Yeah, he says,
He's a
in
drug
my
dealer."
ring, you'll find an Underdog super energy pill.
Yep.
And he would take the energy pill and he would, that was Underdog, John.
That is so bad.
It was true. It was true. He'd take this magic pill, but of course, this is 40, 50 years ago. Who was the voice of Underdog?
Don't look at me.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
I have no idea.
Wally Cox.
Who the hell's that?
You don't know who Wally Cox is?
I thought he played second base for Chicago.
Got to pull up Wally Cox.
No, we don't.
Yeah, Wally
Be
Cox.
careful
There's
how
no
you
need
Google that.
When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
Which,
That was Wally Cox.
wow.
Wally Cox, the most unlikely guy to be a superhero.
You know, I.
He always played the dork on TV because
Look
that's
at-
how he looked.
I was trying to have like this cool, like, hey, superheroes and this and that. And we got like Underdog and Wally Cox and Mighty Mouse and oh my God, I'm so sorry we started this conversation. I'm serious.
Well, she had a
I
great
have
point
another
with the villains because
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know, it's hard to top Heath, right? It's hard to top but you also got Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Horrible.
You didn't like him as the
Riddler?
Riddler?
Horrible.
Now, in
I
Gotham,
don't know. He was
the show Gotham, Riddler has always intrigued me. And if you you guys don't play video games, but in the Arkham games on console, he was one of my favorites. He
All right.
was just terrifying.
Yeah, but
Okay. You know what? I'm done for the day.
No,
Pulling the
no,
Gary.
I owe you $1.
Goodbye.
No, I
You
owe
get
you
a single
$1.
shot today. 2 shot. That's it. Mute my mic. Bye.
all right.
No,
My
I
favorite-
didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I
My,
really didn't.
my favorite supervillain, Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff with what? The
Madoff
money?
with a lot of money.
Yeah,
he
right.
did. He did.
Smurf, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It just seemed so quiet when you were talking about the video games. And I was, and oh, you see that? The look of death. Ooh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Guys, I am apologizing to everybody on my comment to Smurf. I love you.
I'm not sure where to go right now because I'm so disappointed in the direction of our conversation that I want to take it back. I want to. What the hell was that? What?
You got to do it one more
The hell was that?
There you go.
I want to take it back.
I do. I totally take it back.
I just want to go into my office.
I
and
never want to stifle you.
and grab my blanket and tie myself a little cape and run through the streets.
You heard it first, folks.
Yeah,
you
I've
heard
done
it
this.
first.
I've done this. All right. So anyway, by the way, I went to the movies this weekend. That's how this all started. And if you do get a chance to get out and see the film, it's really a good one. And if you're not a fan of the Marvel Universe, this might make you a fan. It's actually that good. But today is Monday Madness, and as you can see, we're all just a little bit mad today.
And why are we here?
Why are we here? You knew I was heading right in that direction, didn't you?
I did. I can feel segue.
You can feel segue.
I feel segue.
That's right. We're going to ride this Segway all the way down the sidewalk with both wheels. That's talking about us. Never mind. We're here because we're here to promote living a great lifestyle, a clean and sober lifestyle, and be happy. So what does that entail? It entails if you have a problem with alcohol or drugs, or somebody that you love has a problem, you definitely want to shout out. Give us a call. We have an addiction specialist, Karen, who is just fantastic. She's very kind, very caring. She's willing to talk to you about any problems or questions that you have. If it's you who are in trouble or somebody that you care about in trouble, give her a call. 786-514-0893. It's 786-514-0893. Call Karen. Tell her you heard about it right here on Live Out Loud podcast, and ask any questions that you might have. And maybe there's some treatment options that we can show you. Maybe there's some things we can do to help you out. We certainly work with a lot of addicts and a lot of people who are having problems, and we have a lot of success. So we definitely like to help you out. Give us a call. Right, Gary?
Right, folks. If you have a pattern, a certain way of that you've been living for so many years, you could, if you don't get the help that you want, if you don't get the therapy that you need, you could lose somebody that you love very, very much. I'm telling you. So if you have a problem, give us a call before that happens. Get yourself some help. Find that higher power. Find God. Find whatever it is that you need, and don't do it alone. Because if you do it alone, it prolongs it. Okay. If you know somebody that has an addiction, get help.
That's right. Get some help. And we're willing to chat with you. You can always message us too, by the way, or email us at liveoutloudpodcast@gmail.com. liveoutloudpodcast@gmail.com. Hey, don't forget to check out our website. Deanna was actually flipping those through before, and I wasn't getting to it. liveoutloudshop.com. Why shop? Because you could buy T-shirts and coffee mugs, thanks to Smurf over there. She actually set us up with some coffee mugs on there, too.
Show off your sobriety.
You could show off sobriety. You could show off just living out loud. If you're enjoying our show, buy a shirt, buy a coffee mug. We also have shirts on there to support being clean and sober, shirts to support conquering eating disorders, and more is coming our way. As a matter of fact, we were working on designs throughout the weekend. Hopefully we'll be loading some up soon. If you have an idea for a T-shirt or a coffee mug or something that you'd like us to put on our site, just let us know. You won't get credit for it, but we will take your money. And
That's rude.
A portion of all the sales actually goes to help an addict or an alcoholic find recovery. So you definitely want to do that. Buy a shirt, buy a cup. I ordered our cups. They'll be here soon, guys.
I understand.
Actually, I just got 3 for me. I'm going to stack them all in front of me and not let you guys. Because what are you going to? You're just going to drink out of them.
And also,
oh God.
So when you guys screw things up, it's okay.
All right.
I'm going to get you.
Fix it in post.
I'm going to get you a Beetle cup to apologize for that last snort.
Yeah.
You were talking, because I do find what you say interesting. Also, we'd like to say thank you to the people that are supporting LOL, Live Out Loud, like this.
What is that?
Dr.
Whoa, what is
Phone
that?
Fix.
Oh, you got a Dr.
Look at
Phone
you.
Fix shirt.
Dr. Phone
You know
Fix
what?
shirt. And if
let
you
me
go
get the info up.
Okay.
I mean, you can still talk about it.
Okay, if you go to Dr. Phone Fix, you have your phone fixed or your computer fixed or just about anything, go in there and say, Live Out Loud sent you. They will give you a free screen protector.
Yeah.
And put it on for you.
Dr. Phone Fix, you can find their locations, over 40 of them. There's bound to be one near you. drphonefix.com is the website you want to go to and check out, find a store near you. If you got a crack in your screen, or if your phone isn't working properly, you got a problem with your laptop, your tablet, anything like that, go online, find a store near you, go stop in and make sure, again, you tell them that you saw it on Live Out Loud podcast. And for a limited time, they're going to give you a screen protector for your phone. And if you get past that limited time, they'll probably throw you out of this. No, I'm kidding.
Live out loud.
No, live out loud. Get the hell out of no. You just go see them. Great people over there at Dr. Foam Fix.
And Crazy About Costumes.
And Crazy About Costumes. That's our other friends.
Hold on.
We got all sorts. Don't tell us to hold on. Just do your job and be quiet.
You be quiet.
Just Crazy About Costumes. These are our friends, Karen and Keith, down there in Fort Lauderdale. They're right there on South Federal Highway. They have costumes for every kind of occasion. If you're having a party, if you've got to dress up for something, whether it's like, I'm not sure what holidays are coming up where you'd want a costume.
If it's a Tuesday.
If it's a Tuesday.
4th of July, not far around, so make sure you get your Uncle Sam costume from them.
Right. If you have a store that's directly on a very busy road, you can dress up in a costume and get people to come in and say, hey, look at the silly person on the side of the road.
And nothing better than if you get in trouble with the law and you got to show up at court, show up dressed as Chewbacca, because that will impress people. All right, so make sure you go.
The judge will say, do you plead guilty or not guilty? Pretty good. That's his only imitation.
That's all I got. And it sucks.
I could do Pacino. He could do Chewbacca.
Crazy About Costumes, 954-767-8633. 954-767-8633. Check them out. They're our friends of ours. We're coming to the end of the show, and I don't even know what the hell we talked about today. Do you?
We talked about straitjackets. We talked about Endgame,
superheroes,
and we talked about what we didn't talk about was me trying to make up for my snoring thing and telling you, Smurf, we love you. You do a great job. This young lady here has 8 arms. And
you're pointing to me.
No, if you look, it's that way. You see? Watch.
Yes.
Yeah, watch. Ready?
Okay. There we go. That's it. All right.
8 arms. She's doing everything, folks. So let's give her credit. Give her a round of applause. You hear that?
Oh, yes. Also known as crickets. Oh. All right, so
that's one of the arms failed.
Let me leave you with some questions before we leave, because I like the people to kind of walk away feeling like they've learned something, okay? Shut up. When French people swear, do they say pardon my English? Think about it.
That's interesting. Yeah, did all curse words come from France?
Yeah, really.
Are they all from France?
It's like blue, 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 blue. Pardon my English.
Yeah, they say,
what?
Oh, merde.
That was horrible.
Oh, merde.
Yeah. Oh, merde.
Merde.
You know what they say? They say kelvash.
What?
It means what cow.
Oh.
You say holy cow, they say what cow. Well, probably because we're saying holy cow, and they're like, what cow?
Well, these are things I need to know. Tammy and I are going to France later on this year.
Nice.
I will have to know that things like that.
That's awesome. I'm thinking about going to Paramus.
Wow, you have your passport?
You need one. Hey, if prunes are dehydrated plums, right?
Yeah.
Prunes are dehydrated plums.
Right.
So how do you get prune juice? If it's already dehydrated to become a prune, how do you get juice out of it? Just something to think about.
Juicers, they can make juice out of a celery. I mean, do you ever? Juicers can make juice out of everything. Of course,
celery's like 90% water.
You need a lot of prunes to make like a thimble.
Yeah. If somebody is pessimistic, do they have B negative blood? Okay. If Mars had earthquakes, would you call them Marsquakes? I'm just asking.
I hope you're all thinking about these.
Can you plan a surprise party for a psychic? You like that one, right?
I do like that one.
Do Chinese people get English words tattooed all over their bodies?
They all say,
my friends got this Chinese writing on their bodies, and I'm like, well,
and they're all pictures.
But they
chicken noodle soup.
They got the writing, the Chinese writing. I said, what does that mean? He goes, it means strength. And I'm like, I guarantee it means like lo mein.
Yeah, right.
You have no idea.
It's strength.
They don't know. They don't know. They walk in and it's
Well,
like,
let me ask you something. Most Chinese words are pictures. They say they make pictures. So is it a dirty picture if it's a dirty word?
What?
Wait, what? I gotta go with you. I gotta go with
Dead
Smurf
air.
on that one.
Where are you from?
I'm gonna go with that. Smurf, give me a snore, okay?
How old do you got to be before you could die of old age? I mean, no. I mean, there's got to be a line.
I
Wait,
guess
they were 64 and a half, not old enough to die of old age. They died of young age.
of young age.
What? No, there has to be a line, right? You could say natural cause, but some people say they died of old age. Well, at what point is it old age?
I think if you just die, that's old age. If all of a sudden you die, I think it's just an excuse, for them to say, well, we don't want to give him, he died of old age.
Yeah, well, those are just some things to think about. What was Captain Hook's name before he got his hook?
Captain Hand.
If somebody with one arm goes to get their nails done, do they pay half price?
Oh,
That's wrong.
Can someone with no arms make an offhanded remark?
how does
I'm just saying.
offhanded remark?
I knew.
Wow.
Flew well, landed poorly. Took a moment.
That's one that I got before I listened to it afterwards. Because a lot of times I listen to this podcast afterwards and I go, oh, Scott, that was funny.
That was like one of those
Oh, yeah,
time
we
travel
talked
rips.
about
I wish I knew.
That's one of those ones I got before I listened to it afterwards when I heard it the first time. What? That's like the time travel loop you're in there. What the hell?
He misses a lot of your jokes.
Yeah, I miss a lot of my jokes too. You know, sometimes I just sit back and listen to our show and I say, damn, I'm funny.
Well, sometimes I listen
Usually it's
to
when
our
I'm-
show and I just go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said that out of the air. Tens of people are going to be laughing at that. That's just horrible.
Hey, listen, we have a lot of people that joined us, and I'd just like to thank Tony Monaco, who is an incredible Billy Joel.
I love it. I've been to Monaco before. Go ahead.
Gary Custer from North Carolina has visited us. Charles,
Custard is my
who's a
favorite
great bass
dessert,
player.
too. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry, Charles.
Charles Gasper, great.
Bass player?
Rodney Locke, Donna Fields has joined us.
Nice.
Yvonne has joined us. And Jack and Jill and Dr. Seuss and the Grinch.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. But that's just a few of the people. Thank you, everybody that joined us. If I didn't mention your name, I know I sent you a wave. And that's what I do the whole time that we're talking. I'm sending waves and thanking you guys for joining
Just
us.
waves at people.
And if you do know somebody that has an addiction problem, or if you have an addiction problem yourself, please get in touch with us. Get in touch with us. Okay.
Make sure you do. That's really, really important. Call our addiction specialist, Karen, 786-514-0893. For now, we have come to the end of our show, and I appreciate everybody sticking around, including Smurf and Gary, because most people, when we talk this long, don't stay in a room with me. So the fact that you guys did, this is why I locked the door so they can't escape.
And my ankle is chained to the desk right now.
Yeah, and there's really no paycheck unless they make it through the whole show. So anyway, you could join us back here again. You can watch us later on tonight. We'll be on YouTube, and we're all over the place. Go to our website at liveoutloudshop.com.
We're also on Wednesday and Friday at 2 o'clock.
Wednesday and
live.
Friday at 2 o'clock, and we're going to have a lot more to talk about. Perhaps on Wednesday, Hump Day, we're going to be having some more fun. So make sure you stick around. I think really the real adventure in watching our show is waiting for that moment when we really absolutely, without a doubt, unequivocally lose our freaking minds. Because people know it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
It is an unavoidable. It's coming. It's just coming.
There'll be a bunch of dead air. We'll just do this.
We'll just, yeah, add the drool. Add the drool. No, don't drool. We got electronical things in here.
I have to clean that up.
Yes. Oh, that's what they learn in mediology school, how to clean up drool off microphones.
By
Yep.
the way, we have a light today.
Oh, we have a.
We have a light. Do we look any brighter?
No, I think we still look pretty stupid. I'd strap 10,000 flashlights to my body if I thought light made me look brighter. It ain't frickin' helping. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Make sure you join us next time. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
We got Smurf over in the corner. We want to say thanks for joining us right here on Live Out Loud Podcast.
Be good to each other.